back to RWBY! And today we're doing more World of Remnant. We have a few more to go before we go into volume number 4. But also the soundtracks. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so this is called the Vytal Festival Tournament. This is going to be fun. I don't remember things to a T, but I hate the fact that they're so short. Like, the only complaint I have about World of Remnant is because I know they have that lore book, so I'm wondering if they're gonna like make more of them. Because I know they're like little shorts for you here and there, but I feel like they could be much longer for like in terms of just discussion. But
and
that's
they
just
stopped making them, right? That's so sad.
I don't. Again, the same thing. Like, there's more chibi, like you could look forward to, but like
wait, really? There's more.
There's more chibi, and they actually just brought it back with their more like cartoony anime type channel. Yeah. So it's like with World of Remnant though. I don't think they brought them back. I think they stopped.
I think that's such a good idea, though, because especially if you're like learning more about it, it's like this is such a good thing any like fiction work could do.
It reminds me of on League of Legends of Runeterra. On Runeterra, they have like on the whole map, and then if you click certain things on the website, it'll show you like this video that pops up for like a specific character or something that they're referencing. So I feel like with RWBY, it's beneficial. It's educational for people, you know. So I, for one, think that more shows should do this, but I think they should bring more of this back. Yeah, because they have the lore book and they have like the whole D&D thing. So I mean, I'm
also Crunchyroll, make a section on your site with just the Remnant stuff because it was really hard to find all of them. Thank you.
But okay, guys, here we go.
It all began, as most things do, with war.
Yeah,
great.
Sure.
The kingdoms of the world had been locked in a violent struggle for years. But eventually, the Great War of Remnant came to an end on the small island of Vytal.
Look how they pinpointed.
It was here that humanity's leaders chose peace over bloodshed and constructed the future of modern society, establishing new laws, new academies, and new
So if
traditions.
we could learn to do this,
that would be great.
The Vytal Festival was created to serve as a celebration of peace between the kingdoms. Every 2 years, a kingdom would be chosen to open its doors to the world, allowing citizens from every corner of Remnant to meet and indulge in one another's cultures.
Mm-hmm.
The pinnacle of this event was the
Yeah.
Vytal Festival Tournament. After the newly formed Huntsman Academies proved to be a success, the Vytal Festival Tournament was designed to test the strengths of the kingdom's warriors in a safe and friendly competitive environment. A wonderful method in which to ensure that the world's huntsmen would never settle for mediocrity, but would constantly strive to become the absolute best they could be. As the
It helps other generations too.
So did the games. And in time, it was decided that the tournament would need a stage equal in greatness to that Amity Coliseum was the culmination of the Four Kingdoms' efforts, a technological marvel and a shining symbol of harmony, capable of making the journey to all the kingdoms of Remnant.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's true that all of this began with war. But it is peace that has served to shepherd humanity on its ascension
He's such
to
a good
greatness.
voice.
What?
He has such a good voice.
Yeah. That island up there looked like a dragon.
May we never stray from that path.
Well.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Oh my god! His voice is great. Alright, so the thing is, we have to go back into Red versus Blue. We gotta do that.
Oh, I
like,
know.
soon.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. Maybe we'll, you know what?
We can redo them.
We could definitely go back because I mean they're like really, really long. Like with the shorts and everything put together. But I feel like maybe after RWBY, I don't know. We'll decide because we have so much reactions to do. But I feel like it'll be good for maybe after RWBY.
Yeah.
Because there's, you know, you have a few more volumes to do, and after we do all like half the soundtracks, and we're good to go for all the other volumes. But anyway, I love the music to RWBY. Like honestly, that was like that captured me, that immersed me. Something that they do really, really well, which anime can learn from this too. You know, in anime when they spend like 20 minutes explaining the lore in a shonen.
That's what I was gonna say. Like this was 2 minutes, and you learn so much.
Yeah.
Because like the dialogue doesn't, because a lot of dialogue in shonen specifically, it's very like jumping here, here, and it's like, okay, it's gonna take you 25 minutes to learn the first part of the lore. This is literally 2 minutes.
Sometimes anime also, they stretch it to the point where you don't learn about all the lore until
you
the
just
end
hear about
of the
friendship
first
and
season.
magic and
all
that
and
fun stuff.
Shonen especially, not anime, but shonen. So this, like you said, it's 2 long minutes, and it's like you get to hear in just the dialogue itself what this is about. And the beauty of it too is, in every shonen anime, not every, but the majority, there's always a tournament of some sort. Either it's going to be a tournament or like a rescue mission that's like a tournament. It's like you have your MC, they're going to fight all these people, you learn about the cast that way and their power-ups. Absolutely great and entertaining. So many series that like do it. My Hero Academia, Naruto, Dragon Ball, and also Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho is long.
It is long. It's been great. But the thing is with Dragon Ball, it's like that takes like the comedy up the notch, and it's like you see like the fights and this and that. But something that RWBY did with the inspiration behind like anime and everything was they gave like it such the dialogue. They actually had your characters within even like 5 minutes. Remember the Yang's fight? Yeah. There was like, even though that pissed us off because she's literally body shaming her at that point, but it's like she had that conversation. There wasn't just like, here's a power up. Oh my god! It's
and with RWBY, like I said it in a few reactions. It's like all the characters that they did fight who aren't like their MCs or like side cast. They could literally be their own MC.
Exactly.
But like with a lot of anime now and like other shows that do tournament arcs, it's like you have a character there just to show how powerful your MC is or is the main villain.
Yeah, that's why I like with Yu Yu Hakusho, what they do, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you guys did watch it or you didn't, it's like, please do watch it. Something they did brilliantly well was they gave like people that they were versing character. Yeah. It's not just like, oh, we're going to verse our same people, or we're going to verse like someone random. It's like not know about them. They actually gave them this character, and then later on they kept showing up. So it's like same thing with RWBY, where it's like they give them this character and then they will show up and then they will have commentary, or they will be someone that you can recognize. So honestly, this was brilliant too, because like they're saying this came from war. Yeah. And it's like it's sad, because if they can learn to make these treaties and be at peace, like why can't they just learn to, stop these wars? But this is RWBY. It's like it keeps reminding you constantly that it's like it's not a show for kids. And even shows for kids, like, they go to war. But it's like, RWBY, it gets, you're going to see, like, by volume 6, it gets so dark that, it, like, they had to make this disclaimer saying, like, oh, it's not, please, like, viewers' discretion advised. But, like, I really enjoy the fact that, you have this narration. And even though you know who the character is narrating, it's like, you have this narration where you kind of get immersed within it. And it's not just, like, oh, hey, you're going to do something like random, or oh my god, we're going to talk about like RWBY's character. RWBY was not mentioned once. As great as I love RWBY and like Team RWBY and everything, you don't always need to mention them for the lore. Like I know this like on Shonen so many times, it's like, let's give the lore, let's show the world, let's do world building through a specific character and have them be the one that's referenced while we're explaining this. Like, on Naruto, they do those cute little things when they're explaining chakra or something, and you have them chibi and, like, beating each other up or something. Like, that's fine, because you're utilizing a character that just to kind of, in a way, like, give, like, some kind of information. But it's, like, when it makes it about that character.
The only time that I see that being okay is if in, like, a lot of shows don't really do this, but if it's, like, just the entire show is through their mind. Like, let's say Naruto was from Naruto's perspective the entire time, where he's like, oh, this is what this is, and he's thinking the entire time. That's one way that you could do if you just want to solely focus on one character and how to build a lore with that character, because you won't really hear the minds of the other characters. But like, shows aren't told that way. So like a lot of times these shows stray away, and it's just like, oh, this is here because this is MC's ex-family member who died 30,000 years ago. Yeah. Something like that.
Now, another show that does it perfectly is Avatar. I mean, they literally, in the first like intro, explain
the intro.
You don't need to have 500 episodes explaining why the Fire Nation attacked. They literally just say it, and then they show it through Zuko and everyone else. So exactly. And it's like, even like with the elements and everything, and like, being able to bend, it's like they spend some episodes like, with Aang, like learning about each bending, but it's like you kind of like don't get bored of it because they show it. They're going to show him struggling with, a specific bending. They're going to show him what his advantages are. It's like they're not going to just like sit there and be like, oh my god, let's explain through this and spend an entire 20 plus minutes explaining what, fire bending is or water bending is, They spread it out and you learn what it is through, this is how I move the water or the fire or something. Same thing with RWBY is you don't need these like full-on explanations for 20 plus minutes. You have a two freaking minute.
That was literally so
little
good,
tiny episode.
Too. But it wasn't. It was like that was literally like probably like a minute and a half in reality because it's like the intro. There's got a few seconds left and then the like 12 seconds of RWBY showing
and
up.
they brilliantly explain it. So
good stuff.
Lore is amazing. But anyway, friends, it's been an amazing day. Stay weird, stay wonderfully, stay awesome. Tell links. My name is Frank, my fan person every single day.
Bye.